Sonic and Shadow, rivals forever. Always trying to one-up the other to prove who is better at what. Ultimate life form versus the fastest thing alive. It's a story that goes to the end of time. Even though Sonic and Shadow are rivals, one doesn't hate the other as much as the other does. They're frenemies, I guess, maybe? It's been complicated. But Sonic enjoys Shadow's company. He just wishes that he would smile more. Shadow, on the other hand, gets easily annoyed by Sonic, but there's more to it than that. When they first meet in Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic's impressed by Shadow's ability, but the feeling isn't mutual with Shadow. He doesn't really care about what Sonic can do, he's just an obstacle. Once they fight on Prison Island, Shadow realizes that he's not just any blue hedgehog. He and Sonic are evenly matched. But that shouldn't be right. Shadow is the ultimate life form, so how is Sonic able to hold his own against him? Later on in the game, when Shadow sees Sonic's capsule explode in space, his thoughts on Sonic were subverted. He quotes,
"I guess he was just a regular hedgehog after all."
He thought he could finally have a rival to beat and cement his role as the ultimate, but nope, just a regular hedgehog. Nothing special about Sonic. Expectations gone. But surprise, Sonic lived. He's even more surprised to hear that Sonic's used Chaos Control with the fake emerald.
It was a Chaos Emerald, wasn't it? But there's no way you could have activated the Chaos Control using an emerald that's fake. So, there's more to you than just looking like one. What are you, anyway?
He's curious. He wants to know what Sonic's all about now. They fight again, and it's implied Sonic wins since he stops the cannon from firing. When Shadow gets his act together and helps everyone stop the arc, him and Sonic transform to their super forms, Super Sonic and Super Shadow respectively. Nearing the end of the fight, Shadow tells Sonic that he may actually be the ultimate life form instead of himself.
I think I've discovered what the ultimate life form is. It might be you.
This is huge. For Shadow to potentially give Sonic his title is amazing. But he kinda sorta forgets all that, never giving him a compliment that high ever again. It's kinda sad. But nevertheless, Shadow proves that he can respect Sonic to a high degree. The next time he respects him isn't until Sonic 06, believe it or not. He doesn't argue with him. He doesn't look down on him. And you know, that may be small with any other character, but that's actually pretty big and mature of Shadow, considering how much he's looked down on Sonic in past Sonic games like Sonic Battle, Shadow the Hedgehog. When Sonic dies, you can see that Shadow mourns his death. He even talks about how they could defeat Solaris if Sonic was still alive.
You say it exists in the past, present, and future? I'll destroy them all at once!
Certainly. It might have been possible if he was still alive.
He recognizes how strong Sonic is and knows that he needs him to win. Much respect. Sadly, after that, you don't see any more respect come out of Shadow to Sonic. He still sees him as a rival, as seen in Team Sonic Racing, but all he tells him is how much better he is than him. Maybe in the end, for the ultimate life form, to grant you the honor of calling you his rival is the best respect one can ever receive.
I challenge you to a duel.
Some things never change.
You know, in Sonic Prime, you have a lot of Sonic and Shadow action in that show, and it's kind of like a buddy cop situation, which is pretty freaking hilarious. I wish they do that in the game sometime. But I would say that Shadow does show him a form of respect in that show as well. If you haven't already seen it, please go watch it. It's freaking amazing. But never forget, Shadow may not call Sonic his friend or anything, but a rival and respect goes a long way. I hope you have a great rest of your day, have an S-ranked night, and I'll see you all next time.